Hi, I'm Adam Rosenblatt. I'm a professor of international comparative studies and cultural anthropology at Duke, and I also direct the Duke Human Rights Center at Franklin Humanities Institute. My most recent book is called Cemetery Citizens: Reclaiming the Past and Working for Justice in American Burial Grounds. The book is a study of grassroots groups that gather in cemeteries all around this country to reclaim places that have been marginalized, subjected to systemic neglect, and undervalued burial places. And of course, the patterns in whose burial grounds are subjected to that kind of neglect is not random. It is a product of all the forms of social exclusion and marginalization that we already live with. And so the book is largely focused on African American cemeteries in the US South, although there are some other kinds of sites and examples. And here in Durham, really since I've moved here, I've been involved with the Friends of Geer Cemetery, who are the stewards of a really key African American burial ground here in Durham called Geer Cemetery. So the book Cemetery Citizens is a little bit different from a lot of the scholarship on burial customs or funerary architecture or deathways in the US, in that it's not so much focused on burial and death in and of itself as on living activists and communities that see justice in the present day and dignity in the present day as connected to the fates of their dead and of the places where those dead are buried. I was led to write this book because I already had some experience and interest in the ways in which care for the dead affects human rights, affects social justice. I had worked at Physicians for Human Rights in their forensic program right after college, and then written my first book, Digging for the Disappeared, about the forensic experts that were mobilized from the mid-1980s onward to respond to mass graves after genocides and other atrocities, and who've documented war crimes and identified bodies to return them to relatives in places around the world. So in some ways, there's an overlap between what I started out studying earlier in my career and this project on cemetery citizens. But really what drew me in many ways was the difference. Somebody who goes off to participate in a mass grave investigation usually has a very particular pedigree and training. They've been trained as a forensic anthropologist or forensic pathologist or one of these other disciplines, and they come in as a recognized expert. Whereas the volunteers who do this work in cemeteries around the country are often having to sort of create their own expertise and find their own methods. There really isn't a central manual or training program that tells you how to care for a cemetery, and the emphasis or interests of different groups can be different. For example, there are people who really emphasize researching the histories and trying to write them up and share them with the public. There are other people who are very invested in the physical space of the cemetery, getting weeds out, taking out trash or fallen branches, and making the headstones visible again. While I was getting interested in this, in these transformations of cemeteries that were happening often much closer to where I lived and worked than I would have imagined, I was also becoming more and more of a community engaged teacher. So I've been very lucky and privileged since I got to Duke to be able to partner students in multiple classes with the Friends of Geer Cemetery and other cemetery groups to do things like research life histories of people buried at Geer and even mount an exhibit about Geer Cemetery right on Duke's campus. I hope that readers take away from Cemetery Citizens a sense of the richness of history that we can find in overlooked places right in our midst, how accessible it is to engage in that history, and not just engage as a learner, but there's a portrait in the book of a particular kind of citizenship that we practice. There's nothing to do with your legal status as a US citizen or citizen of any other country, but about the older meaning of the word, which is city dweller, somebody who really is active and rooted in the place where they live. I think it gives a model of people who are really active, caring citizens who want to connect to both the living communities around them and the history of the place where they live through the dead, through the ancestors. And I hope that people who read it will not necessarily feel that they have to go work in a cemetery, but will be inspired to practice active citizenship somewhere. I know that writing the book has been really transformative for me in this respect. It's made me more rooted in Durham, and it has really been the first scholarly project I've engaged in where I feel like I can bring my whole self, my scholarship, my activism, and my teaching all come together in the space of these systemically neglected, but truly rich and important, vibrant democratic spaces of cemeteries. Thank you so much, and I hope you'll enjoy reading Cemetery Citizens.